I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna hurt David Morrell as much as possible. More than anybody's ever hurt him, and more than anybody will hurt. He's never gonna forget David Benavidez after this fight.
Whoa!
I'm gonna beat the shit out of
Listen, my foot, no.
The rivalry between David Benavidez and David Morrell has been building for some time, and it's finally reaching its peak. From tossing belts to exchanging heated words, this feud has escalated fast. What began as a potential clash between two elite light heavyweights has evolved into a fierce battle of pride, respect, and personal animosity. Now it looks like we might finally see the highly anticipated fight we've all been waiting for this weekend.
David's going to give him a beating, man. To be honest with you, I think David, is going to stop him maybe like in the 9-10 round. Maybe if he would have just hold on a little bit more like about a year or two. He's a dangerous fighter, though. We're not underestimating him. David's training super.
Benavidez and Morrell are two of the most skilled fighters in boxing today, both climbing the ranks and now heading toward an inevitable showdown. It's not just about the championship titles. It's the intense personal animosity that's fueling this bout, making it one of the most anticipated matchups in recent boxing history. The verbal sparring between Benavidez and Morrell has been escalating for some time, with insults and accusations flying back and forth. Their bitter rivalry reached new heights when they faced off ahead of their February 1 clash. The tension was so thick, you could feel it in the air. Morrell, known for his powerful punches, kept his composure, but Benavidez came out swinging with both words and threats. For Morrell, this fight is deeply personal. He expressed frustration over the constant social media chatter, particularly claims that he disrespected Joseph Benavidez Sr. and his son. Morrell's words were sharp and direct, revealing the frustration that had built up over time. He wasn't just addressing Benavidez anymore. He was calling out the disrespect he had faced for months. "I didn't say anything to Benavidez Sr. at the press conference in California last December," Morrell explained. "I saw him, and he was an intruder, talking nonsense. I just told him, I'm not the one trash talking about you." Morrell made it clear he was merely responding to the insults aimed at him.
Comparing it to this fight, but it's like the better be of Bivol fight. You can say who you think is going to win. You can't say like, oh man, I'm surprised that Bivol won, or I'm surprised that Better Be of won. You're like, man, that's a damn good fight. So-and-so won. So
it had gone beyond words. It was about defending his name and honor. Benavidez didn't hold back when it was his turn to speak. "I don't care, you disrespected my family," he fired back, his voice full of conviction. "I'm kicking your ass on February 1st. That moment made it clear to everyone. The stakes of this fight were now personal. It wasn't just about the championship or the fight in the ring. The insults and threats had crossed a line, and both men were now determined to settle the score.
Say they had the boogeyman, like I want to fight the best division is him. So, after me, but it's him. It's simple.
I want to fight the people that they have confidence in themselves, that they think they're going to go in there and knock me out, that they say that I haven't fought somebody like.
Morrell wasn't about to back down. He had a point to prove. "I've been trying to show David Benavidez what's up for a long time," he said, his voice confident but laced with anger. "If they don't want to understand that, then that's on them. If they want war, then war is what they're going to get." Morrell's words were a clear warning to Benavidez. The fight was on, and there was no turning back. The situation only heated up when Benavidez's father, Joseph Benavidez Sr., entered the fray. The elder Benavidez had been vocal about his belief that Morrell needed to be taught a lesson. He vowed that his son wasn't just training to win, but to hurt Morrell so badly that he would retire after February 1. The Benavidez camp wasn't just aiming for a victory. They were intent on sending a message to Morrell, showing they were the dominant force in the light heavyweight division. The trash talk only intensified the situation. Benavidez, known for his fiery words as much as his knockout power, took it even further. "This is the mindset I've been training with the whole camp," he said, referring to his intense preparation. "All my opponents say I have no defense, that I'm stiff like RoboCop. Mark my words, they all end up in the hospital. That's exactly what I'm going to do to David Morrell." Benavidez wasn't just talking about winning, He was talking about domination. I'm going to beat him, put him in the hospital, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. His words were sharp and unforgiving, leaving no doubt that he was coming from Morrell and wasn't leaving anything to chance.
Respect at all. What I took as disrespect is the stuff he was saying, that he was being really disrespectful. But other than this, like, these are the type of fighters I want to fight. I want to fight.
Morrell, for his part, was quieter than Benavidez during their virtual face-off, but don't mistake his calm for a lack of confidence. The Cuban fighter stayed composed, responding to Benavidez's threats with a coolness that only heightened the tension. "You're the RoboCop," Morrell said, his voice steady. "I'm ready to fight tomorrow. I don't care." Morrell's confidence in his ability to face Benavidez was clear. He wasn't backing down, he wasn't intimidated, and he was ready to fight no matter what.
There's been a lot of like bad blood with this build-up because of what's happened at the press conferences. Like, you as a bystander, what'd you make of what happened in Miami?
I wasn't there though, that's the thing. I was,
Like, Morrell threw the belt at him, David ducked.
I don't know why the belt. That's something you don't do. What if there would have been, someone said he was a kid or something? You don't do that. And that's how you know he's not how he says he is. He walks around like he's from the fucking hood, like he's gangster.
Benavidez didn't let up. He took every chance to fire shots at Morrell, mocking him for his lack of words during the face-off. He had so much to say before the press conference, Benavidez taunted. "All this talk about me being RoboCop, about him knocking me out, saying I don't have anything. But now, look at him. He's scared. He doesn't have anything to say. What happened to all that talk? Why aren't you saying any of that now? You're nervous. What happened to your confidence?" Benavidez was relentless, his words aimed to rattle Morrell. "I'm going to beat you, watch." And he wasn't done. "After I beat you, I want you to say that too," he added. The challenge had been thrown, and Benavidez wasn't backing down.
We still got 9 weeks. We won 12 rounds today with these guys. Animal, man. He did more than that. Animal, bro.
Yeah, 12 rounds. We got some motherfucking lines right here working, helping me get ready for David Morrell. We gonna fuck David Morrell.
What is it? The second fighter?
Undeterred, Morrell responded coolly. "After the fight, I'll say, let's go to my house, I'll teach you how to box." That was his way of showing that despite the insults, he was confident in his ability to walk out victorious. He wasn't intimidated by Benavidez's trash talk and wasn't backing down from the fight. But the war of words didn't stop there. Benavidez also accused Morrell of using PEDs to fuel his rise in boxing. "We're on his ass with the V8 testing," Benavidez said, making it clear he wasn't taking any chances with Morrell. "I'm not going to say much, just look at the track records. I've never been accused of using steroids. He's been accused by a few people of using PEDs. That's all I'm going to say. What we did in this camp is make sure no sneaky business is going on, and all fighters are being tested."
Morrell, we're talking about a Betco. They say he was tested the whole camp. David Morrell was not tested, and after the fight, they didn't do no tests, no drug tests, which is kind of odd to me, but I'm not. I really don't care about that, even if it was on.
Unfazed, Morrell calmly responded, "After the fight, I'll say, let's go to my house. I'll teach you how to box." It was his way of showing that, despite the insults, he was confident in walking away victorious. He wasn't rattled by Benavidez's trash talk and wasn't backing down. The verbal back and forth didn't end there though. Benavidez also accused Morrell of using PEDs to boost his rise in boxing. "We got him covered with the V8 testing," Benavidez said, making it clear he wasn't taking any chances. "I won't say much, just look at the records. No one's ever accused me of using steroids, but he's been accused by a few. That's all I'll say. In this camp, we made sure there's no funny business. Every fighter's being tested."
An update about how everything has been.
Everything has been going amazing. Training camp has been amazing. We've been working extremely hard. We got a hard fight, but these are the types of fights I want. These are the type of fighters I want to go against, and we had an amazing camp.
Morrell, ever the calm one, continued to defend himself. "I've been tested 6 times in camp in 2 weeks," he said. "I'm clean. I don't need PEDs." He stood firm, unwavering in the face of Benavidez's accusations. Finally, Benavidez delivered his parting shot. "I'm going to watch you on the floor, laid out," he said. "That's what I'm going to watch. I know you see me in your nightmares, so I'll see you soon." With that, the war of words came to a dramatic end, but the animosity between these two fighters was far from over.
Has way more experience than this guy, way more stronger. I just feel like, it's just a hype. This guy has his hype, and you can see he's scared.
The countdown to their February 1 showdown is on, and the stakes have never been higher. Benavidez and Morrell have turned this into a personal battle, one that goes far beyond just boxing titles. The tension between them is undeniable, and the words they've exchanged have only fueled the anticipation. One thing is certain, when these two step into the ring, it won't just be for the championship. It will be a fight for respect, pride, and legacy. Only one will walk away victorious.
At the end of the day, he's never fought nobody like me. And I'm gonna prove everybody that there's levels to this. And I'm not playing when I say I'm gonna break his mouth, because that's exactly what
David Benavidez is entering his February 1 showdown against David Morrell with a bold, no-nonsense attitude and a clear focus on his goal: to knock out his opponent and solidify his dominance. I don't care about his trash talk, Benavidez asserts confidently, showing he's not distracted by Morrell's words or antics. I'm ready for February 1st. I'm super focused on one objective, and that's inflicting damage on David Morrell. Benavidez isn't just looking for a win, he's aiming for something much more emphatic. I'm coming for the knockout, he says, his words filled with the kind of self-assurance that comes from years of experience in the ring.
When it comes to Morrell, we've seen, spots of him, but I really know what he brings to the table. And that's why I think this is going to be a tough